This year's class will go down as the most successful in the program's 35-year history. Entering tonight's game, this class has helped guide the women's basketball team to a 72-48 record, 2 appearances in the women's NIT tournament in 2004 and 2005, and its first ever NCAA tournament appearance last season. This player was one of head coach Jose Fernandez's first signees at USF and unfortunately was hampered by injury during a large portion of her career. As a freshman, she averaged 7.6 points per game and handed out a career-high 58 assists while playing in 27 games and getting the starting nod 8 times. She established herself as the team's floor leader as she found herself on the floor at the conclusion of every single close game. As a sophomore, she averaged a career-best 7.9 points and established a career-high 21 points against Birmingham Southern on December 1st, 2002. During her junior year, she suffered a season-ending knee injury against St. Louis on January 23, 2003, an injury that would take her out of competition for a season and a half. At the beginning of the 2005-2006 campaign, she would suffer another season-ending setback, injuring her other knee. She was awarded a 6th season during the summer of 2006, and this year she is averaging 4.5 points in 27 games and 3 starts. Ladies and gentlemen, Tristan Webb, accompanied by her sisters and former teammates Alana Tanksley and Sharon Cambridge. This Bull has been widely regarded as one of USF's best defenders during her 4-year career, often being assigned to guard the opposition's top player. As a freshman, she played in 28 games and started in 19, including the final 17 of the season. She finished the year 4th on the team in scoring average 6.4 points per game, but tallied a career-high 10.1 points per outing in conference games. During her sophomore season, she finished the year 2nd on the team in steals, while seeing time in all 32 games and starting in 31. She would average a career-high 8 points per game and established her career high of 26 for Cincinnati on January 9, 2005. Last year, she paced the team in steals, averaging 2.1 per game, which was also good enough for 5th in the Big East. She also averaged 7.3 points and was 2nd on the team in field goal percentage, hitting 44.4% of her shots. She comes into tonight's game averaging 7.5 points per game and also leads the team in steals with 51, which is good enough for a 1.8 average per game. Ladies and gentlemen, Rachel Sheets, accompanied by her mother, Candace Howard, and father, Howard Sheets. This player will go down as one of the best post players to ever wear a USF women's basketball uniform. As a freshman, she started in 27 of 28 games and averaged a career-high 10.4 points per game and 7.6 rebounds per outing. She grabbed a career-high 20 rebounds, a mark which still stands today against Miami on November 25, 2003. She would also establish herself a shot-blocking force, equaling the 3rd most blocks in a single season in school history with 47. During her sophomore season, she would be sidelined for 8 games due to a strained hamstring. However, she did finish 3rd on the team in scoring, netting 8.6 points per game and grabbing 5.7 rebounds per outing. As a junior, she would finish 3rd on the team in scoring average with 9.4 points per game and was tied for 2nd in the Big East Conference in blocks, rejecting 2.1 per contest. In addition, during the 2005-06 season, she became the school's all-time leader in blocks and set a new school single-season mark with 65. This year, she etched a name for herself in the school's record books by officially becoming the 15th player in school history to score 1,000 career points. She also scored a career-high 26 points this season against Notre Dame on January 13th. She will finish her career 3rd on the all-time rebounding list with better than 800, in addition to the top spot on the career and single-season block shot list. Ladies and gentlemen, Nalini Miller, accompanied by her father and mother, Reverend and Mrs. Aston and Gwen Miller, and Sasha Degree. When people talk about greatness, one of the major factors is how that player has stood the test of time. This particular player has certainly stood the test of time because it will go down in the annals of USF history as not just the best women's basketball player ever to play at the school, but arguably the best player ever, male or female. This player established herself in her first collegiate game, pouring in 27 points against Wagner on November 21st, 2003, and hasn't stopped since. She would lead the team averaging 18.6 points per game, which led all freshmen nationally in scoring. Also, during her rookie campaign, she would set a Conference USA freshman single scoring record and then career-high netting 36 points in a thrilling double overtime win over number 18 TCU on February 2nd, 2004. She had 20 points at the end of regulation, then recorded 7 points, including a 35-foot buzzer beater from just inside midcourt at the end of the first extra session. She helped to ice the victory with 9 points in the second overtime. At the conclusion of the season, she would be named Conference USA Freshman of the Year and was tabbed second team All-Conference USA. During her sophomore season, she would average 16.7 points and 4.7 rebounds per game, en route to being named the first All-Conference USA, and was also named an honorable mention Kodak WBCA All-American. Her scoring average led the team and was sixth in Conference USA. However, she was second in the league in scoring in conference games, averaging 19.1 points per contest. In addition, she would become the 14th player in school history to score 1,000 career points when she poured in a season-high 34 points against UAB on February 26, 2005 in the regular season finale. That accomplishment made her just the second person in USF basketball history, men's or women's, and the first woman to reach a 1,000-point plateau as a sophomore. As the Bulls entered the Big East Conference during her junior year, this player would not miss a beat. She would lead the nation in scoring for 11 of 17 weeks and would finish the season third in nation, netting 22 points per game. She also recorded a new career high of 37 points against Rutgers on January 11, 2006. For her efforts, she was named the All-Big East Conference First Team and was also named to the John R. Wooden Award and Naismith Award, both given to the National Player of the Year mid-seasons list. This season, she has continued to establish herself as one of the premier players in college basketball. She was named the Big East Conference Preseason Player of the Year, in addition to being named to all 3 National Player of the Year preseason lists. During the season, she became the women's basketball program's all-time leading scorer, surpassing Wanda Guyton. She entered the Stetson game on November 21st, needing just 4 points to set the new record, and did so on a layup with 14:18 left in the first half. Entering tonight, she has tallied 2,304 career points and is just 16 points shy of surpassing former men's player Charlie Bradley as the school's all-time leading scorer, male or female. She is also listed in the top 5 of several statistical categories. Ladies and gentlemen, Jessica Dixon, accompanied by her mother, Miss Kathy Mack. Please join the University of South Florida and its athletics department as we say thank you to Gary, Tristan, Rachel, Nalini, and Jessica for their heart, dedication, and class, both on and off the playing floor.